Welcome! This is Amanda Crowther from Simple Acquisitions. As a real estate investment company that partners with accredited investors, one of our goals is to communicate information about the various aspects of multifamily real estate so you can be better armed to make informed decisions about investing in this incredible arena. So in today's short video, we're going to cover the wonderful world of expenses. We hate having them, but they are a part of our business, so they cannot be ignored. Doing so can be absolutely disastrous for our profits. Have you ever wondered what the typical expenditures are for a multifamily rental property? When performing due diligence, it's very important to analyze both the income and the expenses. A building's value is dependent upon its ability to produce income and to keep its expenses manageable. It's important to accurately estimate both before purchasing. Analyzing all categories of expenses is paramount, as they depict the financial condition of the property. In this video, we're going to focus on just the operating expenses. There are other expenditures like capital expenditures, but they're going to be excluded here. For us to obtain profits with our property, our expenses must be lower than our income, so they should not be reviewed lightly. Every multifamily property is different, but most do share common expenditures, and we're going to cover 10 of these today. The first is property taxes. You're going to want to obtain previous and current year tax information from the city. Insurance. This covers things like property, title, and hazard insurance. Then there's marketing and advertising. These are fees for activities required to attract new tenants and to market your property. Fourth is property management. There's going to be fees for your company to manage the property, to take care of the leases, the evictions, and the various contracts that are required. The next is maintenance and repair. So these are things for like leaky toilets, drippy faucets, broken windows, and all that good stuff. Then there's payroll. This is for part-time and full-time admin staff and maintenance staff that you may have. Obviously, the larger your property, typically the more the payroll. Utilities. These are gas, hydro, phone, and etc. You need to nail these down because they're very important. General admin. These are things like accounting and attorney fees and just typical business expenses that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Then there's contract services such as lawn care and waste management and your general contractors for doing work. And the 10th one that rounds it out is contingency. So we have money that's typically set aside reserved for the for unforeseen requirements. So you want to make sure they have a little bit of money set aside for that. As you continue to learn how to invest in real estate, you'll soon discover that every property is different. They have their own level of expenses based on the age of the property, the condition of the property, and the class of the property. Multifamily properties do have a slight edge. They have built-in economies of scale when it comes to renovations, advertising, marketing, and property management. And what I mean by this is the operating expenses can be optimized since the costs are spread out over a large number of units. It's kind of like bulk discounts. The key point here is to not underestimate the expenses. If, with all the expenses conservatively included and your contingencies built in, the numbers still look good, enough to make the acquisition, then you're in a good position to generate positive cash flow. Well, that sums up today's video on multifamily operating expenses. If you're interested in knowing more, or if you're curious about how investing in real estate can benefit you, then get in touch with us. Our information is there on the screen. Remember, real estate doesn't have to be complicated. With simple acquisitions, it's smart, secured, and simple. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.